In a world where most gamers are busy playing massive AAA shooters like Call of Duty and Battlefield, and also millions of people are hyped for games like GTA 6, then there is this tiny free-to-play shooter sitting quietly on Steam and somehow refuse to die. It's a game that runs on almost any PC, no RTX, no expensive setup, not even a graphic card sometimes, yet somehow still deliver one of the smoothest and fastest multiplayer first-person shooter experience you can play right now. And obviously you guys know what I'm talking about. This is a game called Combat Masters, and it's a game that many people originally dismissed as just another cheap Call of Duty clone, but over the years it built a decent player base, especially low-end PC gamers who just want fun shooter that actually runs well. And now we are in mid-2026 and the game received several updates over the last few months. New weapons, additional maps, seasonal content, gameplay changes, and the continued support from the developers, which is great to see. But at the same time, players still have a lot of questions like, is the game actually improving? What happened to the Battle Royale mode? Are people still playing it? And most importantly, is Combat Masters still worth playing in 2026? So let's talk all about them. Alright, now if you never played Combat Masters before, you're probably looking at the gameplay and thinking right now, okay, this one looks like another Call of Duty mobile clone. And honestly, that is exactly what my take as well, but that is not necessarily a bad thing because not everyone has a super high-end powerful graphic card or PCs to run the latest AAA Call of Duty games in higher settings. People need an alternative, especially low-end PC gamers who have all the PCs, office laptops, the PCs without graphic card. Combat Masters deliver that super optimized, fun, free-to-play experience that actually runs very well. So whether you have a high-end or a low-end PC, once you actually start playing it, you quickly understand why so many people got addicted to it, because underneath this simple graphics and lightweight design, the gameplay itself is genuinely fun. The movement is ridiculously fast, way more faster and smooth compared to any Call of Duty game. You can slide around corners, bunny hop across the map, chain movement together and instantly step into gunfight without waiting through slow animations or giant loading screens. It's just quick, fun and highly addictive, especially if you're someone into fast arcade shooters. So what about the current state of Combat Masters in 2026? And surprisingly, the game's still doing pretty well. It usually have about 1200 to 1500 concurrent players on Steam, which is about the same as last year when I check out the game. But if you're looking at these numbers and say, bro, it's completely dead, man, nobody playing it. If you're thinking like that, unfortunately, this may not be the game for you. Obviously, there are a lot better alternatives on the free-to-play market. The games like Arena Breakout, The Finals, Valorant, Counter-Strike, Apex Legends. There are so many good FPS games. This is one of the few games that designed specifically for low-end PC gamers to run on their old potato laptops. That is the simple reason why this game is so special. And over the last several months, the developers have continued adding new seasonal stuff into the game. We have seen new maps, new weapons, new cosmetic bundles, balance changes, map rotations, and some additional stuff into the game. But unfortunately, we haven't really seen a massive upgrade compared to last couple of years. I feel like most of the effort from the developers are going to add new cosmetic bundles, battle pass, and seasonal stuff into the game. Obviously, as a free-to-play title, they need to find a way to monetize the game. But unfortunately, we are still lacking some of the essential features that need in a first-person shooter like this, like the proper lobby for your teammates to join, a proper voice chat option, and a proper map rotation for the Battle Royale mode, or duo or squad mode for the Battle Royale mode, the vehicles, and a proper server browser with better matchmaking, including official regional servers for all the game modes. There is nothing like that available in the game right now, which is a massive disappointment. And also some of the recent update improved the animation, the weapon feel, and some UI elements, making the game feels a bit more polished compared to some of the older version. And the map pool have also expanded with adding like 3 new maps into the game. I played all of them, they're all fine, works well for all the game modes. They are pretty compact, quick, fun, and easy to jump in. It felt like they took a lot of inspiration from some of the Counter-Strike maps, not necessarily a bad thing. I felt like I've seen some of these maps before in Counter-Strike maybe, I don't know, but it feels very familiar, the layout. But overall, it works well for all the game modes. And talking about game modes, we got all the usual suspects like Deathmatch, Team Deathmatch, Capture the Flag, Kill Confirm, Search and Destroy, and by far my favorite, the Arms Race for both casual and competitive play. I've seen some people complaining the lobbies are pretty much filled with bots. I kind of have to disagree on that because right now I'm like level 32 and my lobbies are pretty much filled with sweaty players, especially during the peak hours. It's pretty competitive. I remember during the first few levels like level 5 to level 10, the lobbies were much easier and much easier to get kills. Now it is all real players and pretty competitive, which is great to see. The gunplay is super fun, super arcadey, and it's clearly take lots of inspiration from Call of Duty style shooters. So if you're familiar with games like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019 or something even recent, the smooth movement, fast gunplay, quick matches, it just works perfectly. Alright, let's talk a bit about the Battle Royale mode, which I personally not a big fan of at the moment. When Combat Masters introduced this Battle Royale mode, which is also known as Combat Zone, a lot of people got excited because the idea sounds incredible. A lightweight Warzone style experience that could run on potato PCs. But I feel like the execution hasn't fully reached its full potential yet. Right now there are 3 maps in the game and I played all of them before, but unfortunately they are not in any kind of rotation or you can't select the map that you want to jump in. And you can only jump into one map for an entire season, which is extremely disappointing. I mean, whenever you try to select another map, it says the content coming in the upcoming update. I don't know any reason why they can't put all 3 maps in the game at the same time so people can jump into whatever map they want. And at the same time, there is no option for duo or squad play, no vehicles, no voice chat, nothing of that essential features added to the game. So overall, it is very disappointing. And if I were you, I wouldn't play the Battle Royale mode more than a couple of matches. But if you're keeping all that aside, it is honestly not a bad game by any means. Even people jokingly call it the Call of Duty clone, but still admit that the movement and the shooting feels surprisingly satisfying and just fun to play for quick sessions. Alright, when you're talking about the monetization, yes, the monetization, it's all over the game. It sells all kind of cosmetics and premium content like weapon skins, weapon bundles, operator skins, battle passes, all those crazy stuff. But nothing here is pay to win or give you any gameplay advantages in my opinion. You still have to grind for weapons, weapon unlocks, attachments, which is the way it should be. Most of these stuff are pretty much cosmetics and you can even get some pretty cool weapon skins from some of the free tiers on the battle pass if you're willing to grind. So finally guys, is Combat Masters still worth playing in mid 2026? Honestly, the answer is yes, especially if you have a low-end potato PC. But if you're expecting a AAA competitor to Call of Duty or Battlefields, you're probably going to be disappointed with this one. But if you want a fast-paced arcade shooter that instant matchmaking, smooth movement, tiny download size, and great performance basically on any hardware, there are only few games that you can try, so Combat Masters is definitely one of them. The standard multiplayer experience still remains the strongest part of the game, while the Battle Royale still feels like a work in progress. Overall, not a bad game to jump in and try it out, and I'm sure a lot of you guys who are watching my videos are already a fan of this game and already playing this game every day. And if you do, let me know down in the comment section what do you think about the current state of Combat Masters in 2026. As always guys, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and stay tuned for more free to play game coverage like this. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one.